Welcome to our channel on near-death experiences, NDEs. We'll explore stories of people who've been on the brink between life and death, returning with new perspectives. These accounts offer a unique glimpse into existence, life's meaning, and the universe. Each video is a journey through transformative experiences and spiritual discovery. We're creating a space of understanding and sharing for these extraordinary stories. Whether you're here out of curiosity or seeking comfort, we hope to bring you peace and awareness. Join us on this journey of spiritual exploration. Every moment is an opportunity to grow and love. Thank you for being here with us.
9 months have passed since my near-death experience, and although I don't dwell on it constantly, it remains ever present in my thoughts. I don't consider this NDE normal, with all the usual characteristics, and after reading some unsettling accounts on the internet, I'm grateful not to have experienced a typical NDE. However, for what it's worth, here's my story. The NDE occurred during an angioplasty procedure. I had suffered a heart attack, my third, on April 14, 1998. The angioplasty had saved my life at that moment, but further medical attention was necessary. The subsequent intervention took place 3 weeks later, in May. The insertion of stents into my coronary arteries was successful. After the procedure, I remember the doctor telling my wife that I would be back at work the following Monday, certainly joking. However, after returning to my room, something went wrong and I suffered another heart attack. I was rushed back to the operating room for another angioplasty procedure. The intervention lasted for hours. Despite the painkillers, I was in excruciating pain, yet I didn't think for a moment that I would die. I had faith in my doctor's abilities and, moreover, I believed I was immortal. Towards the end of this procedure, I suddenly felt a strange electrical discharge resonate throughout my entire body. I believe it started from my heart. I was immobilized. I couldn't move, breathe, or even change my field of vision or depth of sight. Panic seized me due to my inability to breathe. I knew I had to do it, I wanted to do it, but I couldn't, and there was no pain. Unable to move my eyes, I glimpsed the doctors rushing to save me. I saw the doctor's fist rise and fall as he struck my chest. I heard the thud of contact, but I felt nothing. I didn't have the sensation of being outside my body, but I wasn't exactly inside either. At some point during those seconds that seemed and still seem like an eternity to me, I realized I was dying. My vision and awareness of what was happening around me diminished. The primordial feelings of fear for my family and the deep sadness at the thought that I would never see my wife and daughters again are what I remember before everything turned black. I didn't want to die. I didn't want to leave them. The next thing I remember is convulsing on the table, gasping and trying to catch my breath. The pain had returned, extreme pain in every part of my body. I can't explain how or why, but during the struggle for my life, I couldn't escape the awareness of being brought back into my body from some other place. I don't remember anything about the time spent in that other place, only that I wasn't in the skeleton, the body, that I had always known as myself. I thought it was like being born again. To this day, I have recovered well from my heart problems. The damage to my heart that I suffered during the April and May episodes forced me to retire at the age of 42. According to my doctor, I must completely avoid physical and mental stress if I want to continue staying alive. This effectively ended my career as an executive. Now I'm a full-time father and hope to be a better husband. As long as I take my pills and behave well, I'll be fine. I'm not afraid of death. I know there will be no pain and that, when the time is right, there will be a feeling of liberation. I don't speak of extraordinary visions, and I'm certainly no closer to canonization than I was before the NDE. Sometimes I tend to get too involved in the world, and feel myself returning to my overly rigid mindset. However, I always return to the clarity I experienced in the hospital after the worst had passed. It's difficult to define a feeling of awareness of who we are, why we're here, where we come from, and where we're going. John Lennon was right. All you need is love.
If you enjoyed this video or you're interested in the topics we cover on this channel, I'd be really grateful if you could subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future content. Share the video with someone you think might appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. Preface: near-death experiences, NDEs, can be profound, life-changing events. Remember, NDEs are subjective experiences, not proof of an afterlife or a guide for living. Channel purpose. This channel shares NDE stories and information, providing a platform for open discussion without promoting specific beliefs. Disclaimer. This content doesn't replace professional medical or psychological advice. If struggling with mental health issues, seek professional help immediately. If you've had an NDE and need support, consult a therapist experienced with NDEs. We don't promote suicide or self-harm. If considering suicide, contact a prevention lifeline immediately. Suicide prevention resources. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. Crisis text line, text HOME to 741741. Conclusion. We hope you find this channel informative. For questions, please contact us. Remember, suicide prevention is crucial. If you're struggling, seek help. You're not alone.